Hi everyone, this is Mona from the Gems, and you are watching CMS TV.
It's Foundry right here on your classic metal show featuring the departed Steve C with Pendulum, which if you were a fan of the Opie and Anthony show, they often featured that song and kind of goofed on it a little bit. But Alec Finch said, "Hey, Neeley, I thought it'd be fun to play a song from ONA, either Dara from Anthony's old band or Pendulum from Foundry." So,
wonderful.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I like that. It always brings back good memories.
Sure,
dude. How consumed were you and I listening to ONA every day?
Every day.
I listen to them every day now.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put together a whole chronological order of Nopies.
Yeah.
And there's like 30 episodes. And I've been just putting that on at night or driving in the car and listening. I'm telling you, you listen to that. You listen to Anthony hosting the show with a cavalcade of, guest hosts, people stopping in, whether it was Patrice or Rich Voss or Bob Kelly. And obviously Jim Norton was there most of the time. And, and that was just a fun show because Anthony, when he's unleashed,
he's great.
He's just so funny. I mean, he's just a very entertaining character.
Yeah. I mean, dude, even seeing him do stand-up, which he never does, he was funny. He was fucking hysterical. He was by far the funniest comedian in a room full of comedians.
So I've been listening to the archive shows for years now, and because just like this show, I mean, we have 25 years of 30 years, 25 years of material between the two of us. And when we're long dead and gone, maybe somebody will find us and go, man, I like listening to that Chris and Neeley guys.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Who knows? But it's interesting though, listening back and listening to the dynamics there and the quote unquote the politically incorrect humor that was hysterical.
Yeah, he couldn't get away with it today, which is sad all by itself.
Yeah, I know. And the other one that I'm into, that I've run across as far as like the content is concerned. Way back when Amy Schumer used to be cool, before she became this liberal, what do you want to call agenda-driven cunt, as you put it.
Yeah,
but she used to be fun with the guys. She used to come in there and cut up and joke and make inappropriate comments and things. But then all of a sudden, she just became this woke
cunt.
Yeah, more or less. It's just unfunny.
Yeah, she's not funny at all anymore.
Not at all.
Just terrible. Yeah, she was funny early on in the O&A days. I mean, she was funny when she would come on.
Right.
But I can honestly say I have not paid any attention to her, though, in decades at this point.
Why would you? I mean, she's just like a fat cow now. It's like, please. And just to mention a couple quick songs here, Jackal in the chat room, Snowblind, Black Sabbath, and Gary Scadra, AC/DC, She's Got Balls.
Cool.
So there you are. All right. Well, got anything going on? What do you have? Anything in particular?
Let's talk a little Slayer.
Okay.
Let's talk. Are you aware of the new Kerry King song?
I am not.
Well, Kerry King released a song this week. It was the biggest news of the week on Monday.
So is it under Kerry King?
Yes. It's the new band Kerry King, which is Kerry King on guitar, Phil Demmel from Machine Head on guitar. The bass player from Hell Yeah, Kyle Sanders from Hell Yeah.
Okay.
Paul Bostoff of Slayer fame and Testament and a bunch of other bands fame on drums.
Right.
And Mark Osegueda from Death Angel on vocals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the band.
So is this a project or is this a band?
It is a band. It
All
is.
right.
Kerry has been out there saying this is the continuation of Slayer. He didn't want to end Slayer. Tom did.
Okay.
So he's continuing on, but he can't call it Slayer because it isn't those guys. Mm-hmm. So it's now Kerry King. So keep that in mind as we play some of this. I've got a couple of Slayer stories for you.
All right. Now, can anybody replace Tom Araya?
Well, let's see what you think.
Okay.
My screen flickering all over the place. You may think that somebody can. You may think that somebody cannot. I don't know.
All right. So the name of the band is just called Kerry King?
That is correct. All right. Let's see here.
All right.
Here we go.
Violence spreads my retribution. It's a great retaliate. I can't believe what I see with my own eyes. Can't accept the truth of all the lies. Ideology is at the core. Deceiver, I'll believe in your faith. I don't need anymore.
Well,
I can hear Thrown to the Wolves in there.
yeah, exactly.
Go to the wolves. But yeah, I'm digging that. I mean,
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's crunchy. It's hard, but yet melodic. I mean, you can definitely hear the Death Angel influence in there.
Oh yeah.
You can definitely hear that. But boy, I like that. I like that aggressive. The one thing I like about bands like Slayer or Megadeth or Testament or any one of those bands is even though that they're hard and brutal, they're still melodic. The bands that I don't like, and I know you're a fan of the Cookie Monster vocal bands, some of them, they lack the melodic element in some of their songs. It's just brutal, in your face, just but it doesn't have any, I don't know what you want to call melodic elements to it. And this, even though it's just in your face and brutal, it's still kind of a melodic thing too.
Yeah. Well, you'll never get me off the Cookie Monster stuff. The heavier, the better.
I know you like. I'm not a fan, as you're well aware, but
sure.
This I dig this a lot.
Yeah. Well, let's listen to some more. Here we go. Here's some more of Kerry King. This is Idle Hands on the first taste of the Kerry King band.
Well,
here we go.
I'm a fan of Death Angel.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of Slayer. So it is you got your peanut butter and my chocolate moment.
Yeah. My review of this has been and continues to be that it's way more Death Angel than Slayer, and what it is of Slayer is kind of the not as good era of Slayer. Okay. It's definitely not Jeff Hanneman Slayer. It's definitely Repentless and World Painted Blood era Slayer.
Right.
Like all the end era.
Okay.
Which is fine. I mean, because it's supposed to be the next thing that he would have written.
Well, it's a continuation.
Yeah. So, all right, here's some more.
All right.
When do I get in line to question all divine? So many rules to bend till the end idle hands do the devil's work.
And therein lies the other slight issue I have with this. And it's slight. It's
right.
Again, it's slight. I like it, but it is awfully repetitive.
Yeah.
It's just the same thing over and over. It just they do that.
This is definitely Humanicide.
Yeah,
Death Angel.
That's exactly what I said on Chris Aiken Presents. I said it's like Humanicide.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the later or repent. What is the other one? Reckless Retribution or whatever.
That was back in, I hate to say this, 2010.
I know. So we're getting old.
14 years ago, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Death Angel's been back 20 years. But yeah, so this is the new Kerry King. We could play more if you want, but it doesn't really do anything else.
I kind of get it,
Yeah, it doesn't do anything else.
But let's just put it this way: that's a good lead-off track because it's familiar.
Yeah,
you can go, oh yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
immediately if you're a fan of that style of music, or if you're a fan of Slayer or Death Angel, immediately you go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, with this going on, Kerry King is spouting off and being the asshole that Kerry King tends to be.
Okay.
He's, well, the two big quotes are, I haven't spoken to Tom Araya since 2019. So apparently the last show was it for them. And Dave Lombardo is dead to me.
Really? Okay.
But I honestly think he's just drumming up attention for this project.
Well, it's just like what Jeff Pilson said. He's just churning up, controversy. But is this any different than what Max Cavalera said? But
not really.
You're not listening to any Sepultura?
Yeah. I mean, he's saying, I haven't talked to those guys, and they're dead to me.
Fuck those guys. They abandoned me, and, I wanted to carry on, and they ruined my opportunity to have an income, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm for Kerry continuing. I like this. I'll always support Mark Osagueda. Always. So I'm thrilled with this, personally.
Sure. Now, how does this new song sound in all your monitor speakers in your studio back there?
It's booming. You should see that the walls vibrate even. Those sound things that are on the wall there, they capture it and just keep it all focused. No fuzz, no nothing. It's amazing.
Yep.
So this leads to another Slayer topic. This is a different topic. But is next topic. Exactly. It still was Slayer.
Okay.
I got to give credit to Matt and Tom over at Aftershocks.
Okay.
For turning me on to this project. It's a project from one of the guys from Fu Manchu.
Okay.
But the project is called Slower. You're either going to love this or hate this. It's one of two ways.
All right.
They took some of the biggest hits of Slayer and re-recorded them as doom metal, as desert rock.
Okay.
It's really interesting, to say the least. So let me bring this up to the screen here. See what you think of this. So like I said, it's called Slower. So you want to check out War Ensemble?
All right.
Check this out and tell me what you think of this. I personally cannot get enough of this.
Is this Slayer reimagined?
I guess it is, but I'll tell you what's funny about this.
Yeah.
The shit, because it's slowed down, is super long. Like this version of War Ensemble is 10.5 minutes.
It's like stretched out.
Yeah, because it's because it's slowed down.
Right. Is this Crowbar slow and fat?
It really is kind of crowbar-y. It's like somebody said in the chat. It's like Caius doing Slayer.
Right. But I like the fact that they're playing on the name Slayer, slower. Is that going to be scrawled on rocks out in the desert somewhere? Slower!
Will people start yelling it at shows? Slower! You want to try another one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's Dead Skin Mask. We all like that song.
Well, so, did they pick most of the songs from
It's I'll tell you the songs. It's just 5. It's 5, but it's still an hour.
Right.
It's fucking War Ensemble, The Antichrist.
It's 5 songs that takes an hour to play.
Well, it's 10 minutes 39, 8 minutes 14, 6:31, 6:09, and 7:12.
Yeah, it's like most of the songs from Seasons in the Abyss.
Yeah, well, there's 2. I think there's Dead Skin and War Ensemble.
Right.
Then there's The Antichrist and South of Heaven. And then there's Blood Red. So is Blood Red on Seasons? I can't remember. I'm not the biggest Slayer aficionado.
Yeah.
I love them, but I'm like Don. I don't know what album has what.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Who cares? I play the box set anyway. They're all in that.
Right.
All right, let's check out a little Dead Skin Mask by Slower. Check it out. All right, get to it. I don't want to say better, but damn good. I like it.
May I point out the fact that Seasons in the Abyss is 34 years old?
You know what? Fuck you. I don't want to hear how old this shit is. Jeez, oh man, we are fucking ancient.
34 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, we're old.
Well,
and yes, I see everybody with the they need a different singer. Well, that's the singer. What do you want from me?
You got one dog looking one way, you got the other dog looking the other way, and you got the guy with the long hair and the beard going, "Hey, what do you want from me?" Yeah,
I mean, shit. I didn't record it, for God's sakes. I just heard it and thought you guys would dig it.
Right.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's definitely a different take on it. I don't know if I could have a steady diet of this. You know,
I could listen to this album. I did. I listened to the whole album, and it's a good listen.
Yeah, but how often would you pull that up? Probably. No. I think it from a curiosity standpoint.
Yeah,
it's like something you'd go, yeah, I gotta hear how these songs are reimagined.
Yeah, it's like the Pat Boone record.
Right.
You'll give it one listen and be like, yeah, that was pretty fun.
Do you recall the name of the Pat Boone record? I can tell you what it is. In a Metal Mood.
Yeah, all right. I can't even remember one song that's on it.
In a Metal Mood.
Let's see. Let's look it up real quick. Pat Boone in a Metal Mood. Let's see here. Album.
He's looking all hard and shit.
There he is.
Wearing a leather vest.
Yep. Yeah.
Jump back, what's that sound? Here she comes, foot tapping top down. Hot shoe, burning down the avenue. Model citizen, zero discipline. Hey, don't you know she's coming home with me?
Still better than David Lee Roth.
What a funny ass concept that was.
It was. Let's play a couple more of these. I've forgotten about this album. Hello, Metallica, Enter Sandman. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget, my son, to include everyone. I tuck you in, warm within, keep you free from sin, till the Sandman he comes. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light, enter night. Take my hand, we're off to Never, Never Land.
Yeah! Oh my God!
A little soft shoe, got to have a cane and a straw hat, and
It's hilarious. All right, here we go. Little Dio, Holy Diver.
all right.
I love this. Sounds like the big reveal of an arch criminal on Get Smart.
Exactly. I was thinking this was definitely like a Twilight Zone or something, you
Yeah.
know.
All right, let's get a little more of this Holy Dio, Holy Diver, Holy Dio. Here we go.
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Ride the tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you know what I mean? Gotta get away.
Yeah.
Holy diver. Yeah.
Now, do you think he knew any of these songs going in?
No, I don't think so. I think somebody came up with a goof and said, "Hey, you're like the most,
Non-metal guy
white
ever.
bread. You're like the most white bread, wholesome guy on the planet.
Right.
Wouldn't it be funny if you sang the lyrics to these heavy metal tunes
Right.
in your style as Pat Boone?"
And he was like, fuck, somebody going to pay me?
Probably.
And this revived him like for a while, didn't it?
It did, and I'm glad you brought this up because, this just kind of brings back thoughts and memories.
Sure.
But remember his daughter, Debbie Boone.
Yeah.
Had You Light Up My Life, which was her only real single.
Right, sure.
And she sold a shit ton of records based on that one song.
Yeah.
And then you never heard from her ever again.
Which is weird because she had a really good voice.
Yeah. But it was the weirdest damn thing that this Pat Boone's daughter, Debbie Boone, comes up, has this big song that's like all over the radio. Was there a movie, You Light Up My Life, or some shit that was like part of the soundtrack? And she made bank on that like nobody's business, and then that was it.
There we go. Yeah.
So many nights
I sit by my window,
waiting for someone to sing me his song. So many dreams I kept deep inside me.
Oh, yeah.
Alone in the dark, but now you've come along, and you light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. You light up my days and fill my nights with song.
Not going to lie, I love that song.
That song came out in 1977.
Jeez, oh man. Well, that's probably why she didn't have a follow-up. The 80s came.
Well,
Pushed that style right under the rug. Karen Carpenter died, and so too did that sound.
yeah. Well, here's the point that I'm trying to make. I saw Debbie Boone.
Like in a concert?
Well, let me tell you where and how and why.
All right.
So a lot of our audience probably won't know who I'm even talking about, but anybody who has lived in the Akron, Ohio area and whose parents were religious or watched televangelists or Sunday morning religious programming or whatever the case may be. But in Akron, or Cuyahoga Falls officially, was the Cathedral of Tomorrow, which was the church from Rex Humbard.
Yeah, sure.
So when this song came out, and being that Pat Boone was the squeaky clean image of, good, wholesome everything, the spin on this You Light Up My Life song was that it was a religious connotation.
Okay. Like Jesus lights up your life?
Exactly.
All right.
That's exactly it. You're absolutely.
Okay.
So Rex Humbard, who has the cathedral or had the Cathedral of Tomorrow in Cuyahoga Falls, which was a televangelist pastor, and he was broadcast all over. He was like one of the very early innovators of using television as a broadcast medium to broadcast his sermons from the cathedral tomorrow. So they had Pat Boone and Debbie Boone as guests at the cathedral, and my parents decided they wanted to go because this was Pat Boone, right? So that was right in their
Did they think that they were being cool with you? Hey, we're going to take you to go see Pat and Debbie Boone,
No,
dude.
I don't know. I don't think it was that. It was just like, well, hey, Pat and Debbie Boone are going to be at this cathedral tomorrow, so let's go there, right? And this was a pretty big auditorium. It was, I think it sat close to 5,000 people, if I'm not mistaken.
It was a big room. It was a
big place.
Circle thing.
Yeah, it was a bowl or a half circle, and then it had that massive cross in the ceiling and all that. And she came out and she actually performed this song at the church.
Were people crying?
I don't recall that to be the case.
There were.
But I'm sure there were. But it was just like, because this song was the hottest thing on radio at the time.
I can just see Rex Humbard in front of this too, going, we're going to bring out a special guest now, somebody that knows the power of Jesus.
Exactly. Knows how to worship the Lord. She's spreading the word through her, her words and her music.
Yes. Every one of you, stand up. Stand up, would you? Just stand up. Put your hands in the air and give praise to the Lord while Miss Debbie Boone sings to Jesus. You light up my life.
Right.
I guarantee that's what was going on. I know you don't remember, but I guarantee that's what was going on.
Well, yeah. I mean,
everybody with their hands in the air swaying. You light up my life, Jesus.
Right. So I was only like 13, maybe 14 years old at the time.
Right.
And we went to this, I remember it was an evening thing. I remember that. And we went there, and it was just so funny. But to look back at this 50 years later, almost 50 years later, it's just like, holy shit, what, she just sort of like disappeared.
She's still alive? Do we know?
Yeah. She's 67 years old now.
Well, she could have taken the vax and been dead.
It's true.
Debbie Boone. Well, she looks pretty decent. Ain't gonna lie, she looks pretty good.
Yeah. Assuming that the pictures aren't all photoshopped and touched up.
Nah, this looks like just a regular old photo of her and Pops. How do I get to that photo? I mean, she doesn't look like she's 20, but I mean, she's a older gal, but she's attractive. Yeah, she don't look bad. I mean, I've seen a whole lot worse.
But I just thought that just brought back memories that you brought up that whole Metal Mood record, and having squeaky clean Pat Boone, Mr. White Shoes. Yeah, there you go.
That ain't photoshopped.
No,
she don't look bad. Sitting there sawdust in her panties. I mean, whatever. I shouldn't speak that way of somebody that worships the Lord.
Exactly.
How dare I say such awful things?
It's just funny that, how things get, brought up, memories and stuff. But
is Pat Boone still alive?
I think so.
I'm curious if he's
got to be in his 90s, I would imagine.
Yeah, let's see. Pat Boone. He is 89 years young.
Yeah, that's figured it was close to 90.
He was born in 1934.
Right.
Jesus. He was born pre-World War II.
Yeah, well, he was born in the thick of the Depression.
Yeah, no shit. Wow. What an old fuck.
Well, goodness. Good. God bless him and Debbie.
That's right, because they lit up our lives.
Yeah, they had success as squeaky clean, no nonsense Americans.
Yes. Well, good on them. Let's go back to Pat Boone, if I can. How do I get back to that?
Can you go
Pat
back?
Boone.
You just
It
can't
won't
go
go
back.
back. It won't go back.
All right.
We'll just go this way. In here. Where's the metal mood? Man, look at all
In
the
a
records.
metal mood.
This guy has a lot of records. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's an American icon.
How did I get to it the first time? It sure wasn't that way.
I think you just said
Pat
Boone in the metal mood.
Metal mood. All right, there
you
we go.
go.
Yeah. All right, you want to hear some Judas Priest from Pat Boone?
Well, what's so funny is according to the photo there, I don't know if that's photoshopped or he posed for that. He's got the whole earring going on.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
leather vest, and he's got Alice Cooper's song as the title of his album, No More Mystery.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Get out of here.
So
I'm sure he's still a nice guy.
he's probably just as pure as the driven snow.
That's right. He probably felt bad singing that song. He's like, I really am a nice guy. I don't know why they want me to sing this. All right, here we go. Here's You Got Another Thing Coming from Pat Boone.
One life, I'm gonna live it up.
Woo!
I'm taking flight. I said, I'll never get enough. Stand tall, feeling young and kind of proud. Yeah, I'm on top as long as the music's loud.
All right.
If you think I'll sit around as the world goes by, you're thinking like a fool, 'cause it's a case of do or die. Out there is a fortune waiting to be had. You think I'll let it go? You're bad. You got another thing coming. You got another thing coming.
Better than Rob Halford has sounded in decades.
Is Pat available?
Yeah. Could he join Judas Priest these days?
Yeah,
If Ripper ever has a blowout on his voice, maybe KK could look up Pat Boone.
sure.
Who's the other one? Richard Cheese. Remember him?
Richard Cheese.
Do you remember Richard Cheese? He did this too. I think he still does this. Richard Cheese. Yeah, he still does this. Oh, look at this. He's got that WAP, that wet ass pussy song. You want to try that one?
Okay, the lounge version.
The lounge version of wet ass pussy.
Who's this? Who does that song originally?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, let's try this.
I wonder if he has the nails or the hair like her, or the nails and the eyelashes.
Big dumb ass.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, this cover or the actual song.
Well, the thing is when you break it down this slow, you can actually understand the lyrics.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait till he does a version of Sexy Red.
Yeah, no kidding. That's got to see if that's in here. Who knows? Well, he does Enter Sandman. You want to hear his version of Enter
Yeah, let's
Sandman?
hear that.
All right, let's try that. Here we go.
Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget, my son, to include everyone. Tuck you in, warm within, keep you free from sin, till the Sandman he comes.
Bum bum bum
Bum bum bum bum bum bum bum bum bum bum bum bum bum bum bum. Exit light, enter night. Take my hand, off to Never Never Land.
What the hell?
I think I got to hear Me So Horny.
All right, let's find that one.
I got to hear that one right there.
Here we go.
Sitting at home with my dick on hard, so I got the black book for a freak to call. Picked up the telephone and dialed the 7 digits, said, yo, this RC baby, are you down with it? I arrived at her house, knocked on the door, not having no idea what the night had in store. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning. I have an appetite for sex, cause me so horny.
Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny.
Girls always ask me why.
What the fuck?
Girls always ask me why what?
Oh, let's go back.
Fuck so much. I say, what's wrong, baby doll, with a quick nut? You can say I'm desperate, even call me perverted, but you say I'm a dog when I leave you fucked and deserted. Your dad'll be disgusted when he sees your pussy busted. Your mom'll be so mad if she knew I got that ass. I'm a freaking heat, a dog without warning. My appetite is sex, cause me so horny.
Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny.
The horn section's so horny.
I leave that ass busted. Holy shit.
It's too funny, man. These are fun.
Man. That is hysterical, dude. I wasn't even aware of this guy.
Oh, yeah. Richard Cheese is great, man.
Oh, I can tell. I'm going to definitely just search this out a little bit and play some of this
Let's
shit.
find some other really good ones. Here you go. A little Nirvana for you.
Oh, rape me.
Yeah, exactly. But he does it in the happy way.
Yeah.
Here's one for the ladies. Rape me. Rape me, my friend. Come on, rape me. Rape me again. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Hate me. Do it and do it again. Waste me. Taste me, my friend. I'm not the only one. No, 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 no. I'm not the only one. My favorite in.
Just goes on and on.
No, let's play some Welcome to the Jungle.
Where's
It's
that
above.
one?
It's up above.
Above?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. All right. Let's try that one.
jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want, honey. We know the names. We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Watch it bring you to your knees. I wanna watch you bleed.
So stupid. I'm going some down with the sickness.
You think this guy is self-financed to where he puts out the stuff, and I can't imagine this having commercial value, because it's all a goof. Every one of these songs.
I think it's just for the fuck of it. It's
Yeah,
gotta
of
be.
course.
He probably goes out and plays shows.
Yeah.
He puts these out, and then people yell out the tunes, like that John Volby guy. Remember John Volby?
Oh, yeah, of course.
This is probably the same thing. You go to one of his shows, and people yell out, down with the sickness, and he plays it, and he plays his version of it or whatever. So
my nephew texts me. He goes, "I'm crying over here."
It's pretty fun.
It is. It's hysterical.
Let's try Down with the Sickness. A little disturbed for you.
All right.
Here we go.
Do you feel that? Oh shit. Oh, wah, ah, ah, ah. Wah, ah, ah, ah. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You fucker, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Madness is the gift that has been given to me. I can see inside you the sickness is rising. It seems that all that was good has died. Oh no, the world is a scary place. Now that you've woken up the demon in me.
How long do you think it takes him to craft this shit?
It's just funny.
It is. I'm looking for some other really fun ones here. Super Freak? She's a super freak. Super freak.
Yeah, let's hear that.
All right, let's try that.
She's a very kinky girl, the kind you don't take home to mother. She will never let your spirits down. Once you get her off the street, our girl. That girl is pretty wild now. That girl's a super freak, the kind of girl you read about in New Wave magazines. That girl is pretty kinky. That girl's a super freak. I really love to taste her every time we meet.
So stupid.
It is.
All right, if we had enough of Richard Cheese.
I think so.
I think so. I mean, we could play these all night and it'd be fun, but if people want to, look him up, Richard Cheese.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of any of this.
Or Pat Boone. You can look up Pat Boone as well.
Right?
It's good stuff. I love
Yeah.
it.
Did you miss the live version of the Classic Metal Show this week? Well, don't worry. Catch full replays of the Classic Metal Show every Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to noon Eastern. Video replay airs on CMS TV at www.cmstv.net, while the audio version can be heard on CMS Uncensored, which is available at www.cmsradio.net. Now is the time to catch up with this week's show, as the Classic Metal Show is available daily from 7 p.m. to noon Eastern. Hail and kill.